Hey everybody, welcome to Sam's Doing Stuff. What am I doing today? Just watch. Seriously, today isn't about a big project or new piece of equipment or some other garbage or trying to solve problems. Today's just making firewood. Quite honestly, it's my favorite. So just grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and enjoy. Let's get started. Every firewood operation starts with logs, and this might be my favorite part because I don't have to lift a finger. That's right, I have a tree service and a mutually beneficial agreement with the tree service. They bring their logs here. They have a huge truck with a grapple, lifts the logs out and stacks them nice and neatly here in my fields. I literally just say, all right, come and drop them off. I do have a little bit of a limitation for them. I'm trying to keep things 36 inches and under as far as diameter, because some of these can be some real monsters. But once they're here, they're mine, and we start bucking. Step 2, and this is where the fun really begins, because I get to run a chainsaw. That's right, we're gonna buck these logs up. And if you've never run a chainsaw, you just don't know. Maybe you should pick one up and try. But the chips flying, the smells, the sounds, just the raw power cutting through these huge logs and turning them into rounds. Just can't explain it, you just gotta do it. So let's do it. Well, that's a load. On to step 3, the big dump. Now this might be the most entertaining part of the process, at least for me. I don't really have any better way of getting these rounds into the staging area other than dumping it. Yeah, there's no graceful way to do it. You just let gravity handle all the details. I don't know about you, but that just doesn't get old. I could watch that 1,000 times. All right, so now they're in the staging area, all these beautiful rounds. Next is where the magic happens. Step 4 is where the logs become product. The tractor grabs the rounds, brings them into the barn, and then the Axis turns them into firewood. I never have to lift a log. Each machine does its part. We split, goes up the conveyor, and then Scott stacks it. Little by little, baskets fill up, and the product gets made. This is the part I enjoy the most. No heavy lifting, no fighting the wood, no exhaustion, just a process that works. And every year it gets a little bit better. Finally, the full baskets head out to the drying area. This is where sun, wind, and time is all I need. This is like each basket is a deposit in a savings account. It's just sitting here waiting until it's dry enough to sell, and it will sell. It's probably, it's rewarding. It's certainly the goal is to sell all this firewood, but the process, every step you saw is an enjoyable part of this, and it makes me just want to keep doing it. You know, I was thinking about this while we were working today. I've never been more ready for firewood season than I am right now. Not because I'm working harder, actually it's quite the opposite. The whole process has become enjoyable. The logs come in, the rounds get cut, the wood gets split, the baskets get filled, and somehow it all just works. You know, there's something that's just absolutely satisfying about looking at this inventory sitting out here ready for the fall and knowing that when the time comes, it'll sell and it'll make some happy customers. This process has become so enjoyable, and the growth over the years, someone commented the other day and said, "Wow, Sam, you've come a long way." And they're right. It's been a lot of small steps, but we've gotten to this point, and it's just enjoyable. It's just a pleasure. I really, really like doing this. I hope you do too. If you like this type of video, just hit all the buttons, please. Follow along in the journey. We're always thinking, we're always trying to make things better, and I'm sure, you know, this has been the best year yet, but next year could be even better. So if you want to follow along and you want to keep seeing it, like I said, hit the buttons, and that way you can be with me next time I'm doing more stuff.